I'm Charlie.
I'm Bobby.
And who the fuck is Zack Ryder?
Man, I jumped on my Humpy bike and rode through my small town Riverwoods where all the gangster shit seems to go down. Really, it's a slow town, sleepy little hole down where your neighbors do your favors and it seems to go around. They pay it forward. See, I used to play a sport where young men were rewarded for their play with swords. See, aggression is healthy in...
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of...
Hey.
The Danger Zone! That's right. That's right, we stole it from Archer, we know.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Fuck off, Dick.
Or comment.
Rude. You're rude. Click subscribe first, otherwise if you don't subscribe, I don't listen. That's like a fact. I do that with girlfriends too. It's really weird because I have a subscribe button tattooed onto my hoo-ha.
Is it a red button?
Yes, it is. It's an actual button too. It's fucked up.
Wow.
So guys, it's of course Charlie and Bob back again to tell you everything about everything.
That's right.
This episode, we're going to look into wrestling again. These are all going to be kind of repeating for the most part. Let's hope, unless you totally fucking hate it, that we're going to do it twice a week. That's right. Hate it and we'll torture you.
It's kind of fucked up. But...
Yeah, well, have you met me? Yeah. No, I'm a dick. So this week, of course, we record a little early, so this isn't this current week of wrestling. This goes back to the week before, and there are a couple things that I just want to get off of my wrestling chest. Now, in case you guys haven't figured out...
Different than your regular chest?
It is. It's a whole different... It's bedazzled. It has many rubies. In case you guys didn't realize yet, I tend to be the movie nerd. He's kind of the music nerd. I am also the wrestling nerd. Now, don't get me wrong. Bobby comes to a lot. He watches it sometimes, but certainly not as religiously as me.
That's true.
However, there was a time when this little sucker butt would watch it every week, and that's because angles were awesome, cool stuff was going down, and let's be honest, we had a little bit more free time.
That's true.
I still watch it all. I tend to watch it in one long cinema experience kind of at the end of the week. But we're going to talk about WWE, we're going to talk about TNA, or Impact Wrestling as they're called now, and Ring of Honor, and sometimes we'll throw in some Chikara, we'll throw in some of the other local indies, and some of even the bigger indies that are kind of starting to get at least my attention.
Backyard wrestling?
No. Not backyard wrestling.
If you guys want to see us backyard wrestle, comment.
Are you going to throw a broken PVC pipe in my head again? Amateur. This is actually a head band. Like, it's keeping the blood from pouring out of my head. So now, wrestling this week, a couple big announcements that I don't know if it happened on television, because, again, I kind of skipped through all the boring stuff, which there's a lot of. They announced this week that starting soon, Raw is going to 3 hours a week. So let's start off this way. Very simply, in that extra hour, what would you like to see more of on Monday night?
And I'll tell you what I would like to see less of.
Hit me.
Santino.
I hate you, Santino.
I would like to see more of good quality wrestling. Even if by some magic fucking fairy comes down to this world and blesses us with good female wrestlers, even female wrestling,
What's the Impact
good
girls?
Wrestling, yes, like them. I would like to see that.
I would like to see tag team wrestling, which I know you're a huge fan of.
Definitely.
Why must you kill tag team wrestling, you
Why?
son
You
of
can
a
do
bitch?
so much cool stuff with tag teams.
But if you want to see how good tag teams can be, or how great and exciting tag team wrestling can be, just go to wrestling.m4v. ROH Wrestling or ROH, I'm not sure which it is. I'm pretty sure it's, I'll write it on the bottom, whatever the hell it is. Ring of Honor Wrestling, every pay-per-view has multiple exciting tag team wrestling.
It's great.
Why does it do it? It's easy, because you get over 4 guys on television instead of just 2. I don't want to see fucking Randy Orton and John Cena tag together. I see too much of them already. I don't need them together. What's the matter with you, wrestling? Stop it. Stop it. You look at guys like the Young Bucks.
Oh.
The Young Bucks left TNA or Impact Wrestling because they didn't want to get broken up. They're a fucking tag team. There's nothing wrong with it. You want to know why Jeff Hardy is so over and why his brother Matt Hardy made so much money for so long? Here's a fucking clue. It's because of tag team wrestling. Fucking Devon and Bubba Ray, now Bully Ray. Why are they over? Because we had years of them together. Them together, 2 wrestlers together are sometimes a lot better than the sum of their parts. The truth is, you look at the world's greatest tag team. Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, 2 guys that had a very hard time making money in WWE, at least from my know-nothing mindset. As far as I'm concerned, I never saw them as the big draws that they should have been. Shelton Benjamin is a goddamn monster of an athlete. Charlie Haas can get such heat on him by flipping off the crowd. For some reason, when he does it, it's like he just raped their moms.
Yeah.
Rape's not funny. I'm sorry I used that term. Killed their moms. That's somehow less offensive. I don't get the world. I just live in it.
How about just push their moms over?
Push their moms over. I was in New York when they kind of started becoming heels. They were wrestling the Briscoe brothers, a tag team that you have to turn to Ring of Honor to see because I'm positive they smoke too much weed to ever be in WWE. I'm not saying I know that. I'm saying I'm guessing it. Them boys be fucking potheads is my assumption. Awesome though. I'm a huge goddamn fan of the Briscoe brothers.
You got to meet them.
Which was dope. They're just badass in person.
And the All Night Express.
All Night Express,
really
another great tag team, has one of my favorite wrestling moments. Ring of Honor is where it's at. You might be lucky enough to be able to see Ring of Honor wrestling on TV every week. If you're not, go to their website. I'm pretty sure it's rohwrestling.com. Sign up and you can see their show for free on the internet. You have to wait till Thursday.
But
still, it's free, amazing wrestling. Here's better off. Go to their shows. In the last year and a half, 2 years, we haven't missed any of those shows. There's something to Ring of Honor that's so hardcore, so intense.
So exciting. You know
it does everything in such an awesome way.
Pretty much everything you wish WWE did, they do.
And some stuff they can't do. They can't have these hardcore matches where people are doing death-defying things, but you can have great matches. You look at a guy like Daniel Bryan, like him, love him, whatever you do, you have a strong opinion about him. He sharpened his teeth in Ring of Honor. CM Punk, Ring of Honor. All these guys that come up through the different systems, I'll take a Ring of Honor guy turned WWE guy over a developmental guy almost every time. I really will. The Randy Ortons of this world are going to kill wrestling because he's talentless. You're talentless, you fucking goon.
He doesn't like Randy.
I hate you, Randy Orton. He had a bad match with Triple H. I don't like Triple H. I haven't seen him have that many bad matches. It's not his fault. He buried poor fucking, what's his name?
Kofi
Jamaican
Kingston.
guy.
God. WWE, please have him win one match. And
He's tag champs.
I don't care. Have him be the new fucking, what is it? Is Santino the U.S. title?
U.S.
Have Kofi be him. He's so much better and more talented. And I know Santino is, he's cool, I'm Santino, blah, blah, blah. But he sucks.
He's a two-note joke at very best. If you want a good version of Santino, if you say, Charlie, do you not like sugar in your wrestling? I love sugar in my wrestling. I do. You know what I get that from, though? I get that from everyone on the roster at Chikara. More importantly, I get that from Colt Boom Boom Cabana, one of the not only better wrestlers I've seen, one of the more exciting, fun wrestlers. That's really the best word. Yeah. He's fun to watch. He's actually funny. He just doesn't put on a stupid haircut and an even dumber goddamn accent and bore the shit out of me.
And do this.
Fucking the spider, I called it. Snake. Scorpion. Cobra. It's the Cobra. Next up, I cannot stress enough. Indie wrestling is some of the most fun things to be at live. Recently, we got to see a show of Chikara Wrestling. They have an pay-per-view coming up, How to Hatch a Dinosaur. I think it's $10 to stream it.
It's worth it.
Dude, when it comes out, check it out. They have some of the silliest gimmicks. It's kid-friendly. If you have kids, if you have people that you just don't want to see if you don't want to see the blood and guts and that gaga, these guys are entertainers times a million. There's a crew called the Ants, or the Ant Army or something. Yeah. Army Ant, Fire Ant, Blue Ant.
Yellow Ant?
Yellow, I don't even know all their names. We saw one guy,
so
he climbs up a support pole at the gymnasium they were wrestling in and dove down.
Just climbs up like fucking Spider-Man.
It was unbelievable. Wrestling is awesome. Check it out. If you don't like WWE, you of course have Impact. Yep. Impact, formerly TNA Wrestling, has some of the best athletes. I wish they were booked better. The knockout division I happen to love. That might even be changing because Brooke Tastmacher, who certainly is worlds better than she was. They're kind of pushing her as a main character. She doesn't have the strap yet. God knows WWE, every time a girl's popular, she gets the belt. But let's see. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I know I'm excited to see it. We recently watched the pay-per-view from Ring of Honor from 2 weeks ago when we saw it, or 1 week ago. 2 weeks ago from tomorrow, I guess, when you're watching this. Yeah. It's amazing.
That's good. Definitely good.
Allergies. I'm sorry about that. Worth every penny. Again, $10. You get to watch it for a year. Not that you would. I might. I'm a big Kevin Steen fan. The main event is off the chain. The tag team matches are off the chain.
Like usual.
Ring of Honor, just in every single way. Just crushing it. They're doing everything. They don't have the production value of a WWE or even of a Impact, a TNA Impact. But what they do have is some of the absolute best rising stars in the business. You're about to see a guy debut, or actually he already debuted. I believe he's on SmackDown. Formerly part of the Kings of Wrestling. I don't know his new name, but he's with, I forget his manager even. I'm really bad at things.
You talking about the KO guy?
Yeah, no, he hasn't debuted yet, but there's a guy who, his tag team partner, is managed by Oksana.
Not Chris Hero, the other guy?
Claudio Castagnoli was his name. He's billed as a European guy, and I think he is. I think he's actually from Switzerland. He's bald. He doesn't wear knee pads. He has things around his thighs. I don't know. I didn't do research for this show. What do you want from me? But definitely check him out. He's going to be a big thing in WWE. And very soon we're going to see Chris Hero, Cassio Ono, I think. The young knockout kid, formerly Chris Hero. He's in developmental right now. I have to hope we're going to see him and Claudio break some heads in WWE. Other than that, really, guys, I personally just need to see a lot more Zack Ryder, a lot less Santino Marella.
Yes,
and
a lot
I
less
think
Santino.
My wrestling life would be happy, man.
Give me some more Kofi.
What's the one thing, Kofi? What's the one thing you need to see out of WWE? The one thing that if they said it happened, you're like, I'm back in for at least a week. I'm going to watch. What's dragging you back into wrestling?
I need, aside from the tag teams, you need to have a couple of good, solid competitive tag teams, but I want, a big match. I want a TLC match between just a crazy amount of guys. Pretty much like the match with the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian from, WrestleMania 18. I need, one big match they're going to hype up, and I will definitely watch that.
Spend some money. We want to give you our monies.
I'll give you the ladders and chairs. And
how about this? There's a SmackDown, a Raw, or a house show. I think it's a house show coming to Nassau Coliseum. I will buy expensive tickets for me and this little fucker and a couple of our friends if you get us to want to go see it.
Yeah.
That's your challenge, WWE. Impact. I hear great things about your house shows. Next time you're on Island, I'm going to check you out on TV. Come on, man. Samoa Joe should beat Kurt Angle. Just once. Just once. I'm sick of it already. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm Charlie.
I'm Bobby. Subscribe.
I tried the TV, but believe me, all I found none that was war. Where all the good people go? I think the government must have locked them all.